Good evening and welcome to Fashion and Lifestyle. I'm Siobhan Harton and we've got a special night tonight because I'm being co-presented with Mr. Paul Cox. Hello,
hey.
Coxie baby.
Hey, it's good to be here. It's great to be here actually. And I just heard a news report just before I came on there. It said that a paper shop has been robbed in London.
Really?
Yeah. And the robbers
A paper shop,
yeah. And the robbers were seen going up the A4.
Never to fail. Never to fail to make this face smile. How are you doing this evening?
Doing good. Yeah, but I'm still recovering from our trip to Dublin that we had, and
yes,
we had a fantastic time though.
We had a great time.
And how is Sally? Is she still in rehab?
Sally is in rehab. That's why she couldn't be here tonight.
Sally,
she's like, not another night of it. Not another night.
Sally, we needed you here this evening to get us through. But there's more to come with the whole summer to get through yet.
Yeah, and Sally's definitely going to be appearing on this. We've got a few festivals coming up that we're going to do.
Yes, and
we'll it's a really exciting summer for us.
Well, we're going to be covering all the festivals, both the big ones and the small ones. We're going to all of them, as many as we can this year. Some for your show and some for my show and some for other shows.
I cannot wait to see the fashion. What fashion is at the festivals? All the hats will be out, the wellies, the different colour wellies and everything. It's going to be great.
Well, mine are
what
ultra
type of
black.
wellies do you have?
Ultra black.
We'll have to bring the paintbrushes down for that.
I had a pair of green ones and I was standing in a field and somebody thought I was a gnome.
Shame on them.
Shame on them.
Shame on them.
So, I think I wasn't offended, I just put a spell on them.
Did they not try and get the pot of gold? Or put you in their garden?
Yeah, I was standing in the garden. I was, like Brian said there, I was out standing in my own field.
So come here, to get back to why you're on this show is that we were at the Angels of the Odd together in Dublin.
Yeah, fantastic show in Dublin recently. We were there. MC was our good friend Will.
Oh, Will Goffin, yes, absolutely did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
We did, and actually there was something that I think everyone should know what Will said about Cavan.
Yes.
Yeah, this is he said Cavan was the new London.
Yeah.
You were so true, Will.
Yeah.
So true.
So right, it was it's true though.
Yeah,
at the moment, it's
definitely. It's happening here in Cavan.
Well,
it's happening now.
But there's so much to offer.
Yeah.
Between drama, music, everything that's going on is happening here in Cavan. So wherever you are in the world, join us here in Cavan through Drumlin Media and through Cavan TV and through all our TV stations as well. Join us and see what exactly is going on here in our little town, our little county.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you were at the cafe sessions last night and you were saying that there was fantastic performances going on.
Brilliant. Clara Rose was great. The mum was great. Cormac was great. The whole lot was great. Ray did a poem to launch the Crescendo Theatre, which is coming up next week.
Yeah, Love.
I
can't wait to see that one.
We'll be down at that. We'll be giving a review of that too, and it's going to be brilliant because it's all arty people that's involved and they're fantastic.
Because next weekend is going to be a big weekend actually in
Yeah.
Cavan, because they've got the Culture Choir, Cavan Culture Choirs. Performing their first performance in the cathedral, the Kilmore Cathedral. So that's going to be really good. That's on Saturday night, and Crescendo is going to be performing as well in the Town Hall.
Yes.
Isn't it? On Saturday and Sunday night. So it's going to be a really active weekend in Cavan next weekend.
As it's the norm, really. And I have to have a special mention too for the Mughals Theatre. They did a 10-minute piece last night in Chapter 1, but it was absolutely fantastic.
They're great.
Deirdre and Aisling. Deirdre and Aisling.
Fantastic.
I think it was Aisling. Deirdre put me right on that. But just the two of them stood there and did this piece. I'm not going to say too much about it because I know it's only a test that they were doing, but it was fantastic. It really was fantastic and funny and sad at the same time, but a bit of everything in it.
Yeah, because it's female playwrights that they focus their theatre on. Yeah. And I think it's just wonderful what they're doing. It's a great job.
And that was all just in Chapter 1.
I know. In this
little,
just down the road.
cafe sessions, which is legendary now. It's fantastic. And was streamed for a long time here on Drumlin Media. And due to technicalities, we couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, which is a pity, because I used to watch it at home anytime I didn't get it. So now I really miss it. So when I don't get to see it at home. I got a big wave. When one night I was sick, I couldn't get into it, and Joe and everyone waved at me. I was all delighted with myself.
Well, if we get the technicality sorted out, we'd get it back. We'd get back down there again.
Oh, that'd be great.
Because I know
fingers crossed for
fantastic
that.
acts.
Let's get technicality back together. So now we're nearly ready for. So tell us a little bit about the Angels. Do you want us to? I'll let you talk about the Angels of the Odd.
It was
odd.
It was odd.
It was brilliant.
It was odd. It was brilliant. It was absolutely everything. It was macabre. It was sinister. It was funny. It was thought-provoking. It was everything. It really was everything in it. Just... It's LSD. That's what it was like.
In Dublin, on stage.
LSD, and people of my age would think LSD is pounds, shillings and pence, but no, it was LSD, it was.
Right,
but it was
on
great.
stage.
The performance was fantastic. We were made so welcome by Ciara and Paddy and the whole gang there.
And really so it's a brainchild behind of Ciara O'Connor, and who was worked with Philip Doherty and Shane O'Connor, and there was another performer there. Actually, the first performer that was the drag queen.
Oh,
he was a part of the setup. Can you remember his name?
I can't.
That kept singing the songs over and over again. He was great on his piano.
Yes.
Cabaret.
Oh,
so it's cabaret, burlesque, theatre. Dandy Warhol. That's who it was. Wasn't it? Dandy Warhol.
Think so.
Yeah.
We'll check it out.
We'll check it out. Brilliant. We'll have a look at this.
We're in the back loft, I beg your pardon. Is it a theatre, Ciara?
It is a theatre, yeah, but it's kind of a multimedia space. They use it for galleries and various kind of miscellaneous events, which I think this one falls into that category.
This is definitely going to be what's it called?
It's called the Angels of the Odd.
And just looking at various cast members going around now, it's going to be that, isn't it?
It certainly is. We have at the helm of Angels of the Odd, obviously myself, Philip Doherty, whom I'm sure you know from the Gonzo Theatre. I know that he's certainly been an Angel of the Odd round about Cavan. And then we have drag queens, we have burlesque performers, we have aerial performers, acrobats. We have Will Govan, who is our fabulous host.
Will's here as well.
Yes, he's our host. So a whole hodgepodge of miscellany and oddness abounds.
And was this your idea, Ciara? Was it you and Philip together, or?
It was kind of myself and Philip had been chatting about a space to kind of try out new things, weird stuff, and just things that we didn't really have a home for anywhere else. We didn't want to do a full show, say, for example, a full play, but we had an idea that we thought might work on a small scale, and we wanted to try it out. And we wanted to do a lot of mixing different forms of art, like, the aerial with cabaret, with theatre, with burlesque, and kind of put it into a blender and see what would come out.
It's very vaudevillian, isn't it?
Very vaudeville. Yeah.
Loads of different acts and everyone different, and one being more exciting than the other. And
exactly. I suppose it's probably like as if the vibe we're going for is very Marx Brothers-y meets
Brilliant.
Kind of Tim Burton, and a bit like, say, if David Lynch directed Father Ted. I think that might be a good
we're going to look
description.
forward to it.
Yeah,
it's going to be brilliant. Well, Ciara, thanks a million for having a chat with us, and we'll let you go and get ready.
Great, yeah,
and we will see Ciara in action now very, very soon. And your name is Lucy in this?
Lucy Reinhardt is my alter ego. Yeah.
Brilliant. And so from Ciara and Lucy and me, Paul, and the other Paul, thanks very much. We're joined by one of the producers of the show, and that's Paddy. Paddy, how did this come about for you?
Well, my partner, who goes by the alias Lucy Reinhardt, has been doing cabaret now for a good few years, and she really wanted to try something that could maybe bring in elements from other disciplines, such as theatre, aerials, stuff like that, into an overarching sort of cabaret theatre amalgamation extravaganza. So
that's what she's put together.
Yeah. Well, hopefully now this is the first night now tonight, so we're really excited.
As producer, do you get the head badgered like, we need this, we need that, and you have to go and get it?
A wee bit now. I've been in the car most of the day running various errands, picking up balloons in Tesco, buying alcohol for backstage, all the bits and bobs, all the unglamorous stuff, I have to say.
But you have the glamorous title of producer.
Yeah. Self-appointed producer. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That's where I'm going with. But I have to say, Lucy Reinhardt and Philip Doherty as well have really come together on this in a lot of ways to try and it's just to try something different, really to bang their heads together. Philip's coming from a theatre background, he's very well known for what he does, and it's really to try something that just will fuse the two worlds together, the sort of boisterous loose sort of element of cabaret with the more disciplined side of theatre,
It's like a surreal music hall. It's like a surreal music hall that's going on here because there's music, there's comedy, there's drama, everything's going on.
Yeah, hopefully. And with this particular show as well, we really want to put an emphasis on the darker aspects of those things as well. It's not going to be light and fairy, and it's that's just the way we roll.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, look, we look forward to the show, Paddy.
Thanks
for having the word with us.
No worries.
We're gonna sit tight.
Yeah. Hold on to your drawers.
Paddy, ladies and gentlemen, producer of the show tonight.
I get a terrible awful ache, especially when it rains. At first I was a crazy cat, but now I know it's growing pink. Oh gee, can't you see I'll soon be grown a tall? So I've got to think what I will be when I'm no longer small. When I grow up, in a year or 2 or 3, I'll be happy as can be, like a birdie in the tree. When I grow up, there's a lot I want to do. I will have real dollies too, like the woman in the shoe. I want to be a teacher so the children can play. Oh, teacher dear, the gang's all here with apples today. When I grow up, I will have a big surprise, for I'll make the kind of pie that will make you roll your eyes. And if you think that you need some company, you can call me up and I'll come down when I grow up. I'm going to a ball. All the ladies there, I'd like to be the best of all. I'll wear a dress of silver lace. They'll call me Princess Curly. I'll be like Cinderella, except I won't run home so early. I want to meet a handsome prince with a uniform of gold. But I won't lose my slip because my tootsies might get cold. I'll talk with queens and dance with kings like a little princess would. If I could only do these things, I promise I'll be good. When I'm 21, I wish that I could look like a picture that I saw in a pretty storybook. A lady all dressed up in white with flowers in her hand. And such a veil I never saw, the biggest in the land. 4 little girls were standing there, much tinier than me. And they all carried baskets made as happy as can be. Everyone was smiling and having lots of fun. I wish that I could be like that when I am 21. When I get very, very old, I'll stay at home all day. But I haven't quite made up my mind. It's much too far away. I think that I would like to be like the lady on the wall. She looked so nice and comfy in her rocking chair and all. That little cap upon her head, she looks real pretty, too. I like her long and funny dress. I like her hair, don't you? It must be oh so quiet to hear the tick of the clock. But it must be fun to have nothing to do but rock and rock and rock.
Even before setting pen to paper, the essential crime contains
Okay, so that was the Angels of the Odd, and there's more of that.
That's part
to come.
one.
That's part one.
Yeah.
That's part one. So there's more of that to come. It gets more interesting.
Yeah, it
does
does.
it, Paul?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it gets
After
really,
this.
really good. It gets really. Well, it's just been great up to now, and it's.
That was Mimi. So we're going to after this ad break. We've got to cut to an ad break and come back for the Angels of the Odd. More of the Angels of the Odd.
Pat Short here. You're watching Cavan TV.
And welcome back to Fashion and Lifestyle. I'm here with Mr. Paul Cox, and we're talking about our evening at the Angels of the Odd. You got to see it before the break, and now you're going to get to see a little bit more of.
Oh, but a little bit more is right, Siobhan, because just before we took the break, it was
getting hot and steamy in here.
and on the screen.
Actually, Paul was promising me something that you were promising that you might take off your top by the end of the night.
Well,
here. You know, do a little bit of performance.
As you can see, the camera is only showing half of me.
What goes beneath? What goes beneath?
What
it's
goes
exciting.
what goes on in the studio stays in the studio.
So, are we ready to go back before this guy starts stripping off and it all goes crazy?
It's like a you've been framed moment. Now, what happened next?
What
happens next? It's up to you, people.
It's getting exciting. More of the Angels of the Odd.
Even before setting pen to paper, the essential crime contained the
Oh, that was such a strong piece, Paul. That was. Tell us a little bit about that piece that was there. I remember being, and it was really strong when you were there. A real effective piece, so it was.
Yeah, it was a kind of a rethink of Big Brother in 1984 and everything, and it was, from my opinion, it was telling the whole story at once about oppression. But Big Brother is watching you all the time, and the freedom of speech and stuff like that was gone. It was very, very.
It was very strong. I remember it, like, just even when you were watching it at the Angel of the on the night, like, it was really still in the place.
Yeah.
Like, it was very strong, especially when the army people came on and went to take her, and everyone really got it.
And
like,
everybody,
this is what the piece was about.
The audience were great because there wasn't a word.
It was fantastic.
And as you've seen, there wasn't a word in the piece itself.
Yeah.
Because it spoke for itself. It was really.
Yeah, it was. It was very, very strong, and the performance itself. The performance is very strong, and we've actually another very strong performance by someone that we all know really well here in Cavan, by Mr. Philip Doherty, and it's a poem that he wrote, and it's not really for the faint-hearted, I don't think. Over to Philip.
We're all looking for something. All of us, always searching. But what is it? Contentment, happiness, a break from pain and resentment. We eat healthy food. Why? To lose weight. We lose weight to score a date. We score a date hoping we might get the chance to fornicate. Then, if we happen to fornicate, we worry about the Johnny spit, and then we get the morning after pill. We're all looking for something, but what the fuck is it? From the moment we are born to the day we die, we are on this search. Why? From the moment we splatter out of our mother's womb, we look for air. When we exhale our very last, we say a prayer, looking for God to forgive and be fair, begging for that seat in heaven's chair. We're all looking for something. Why? As a swimming little sperm, we're on this search, on the hunt for some aqueous enveloping cunt, looking to escape our dad's testicle, the last leg to fertilize the egg, then the umbilical, oxygenated blood to placenta, as we're stuck inside Ma for 9 whole months, as our bra changes from B to D cup bra. Then after 36 weeks, we're out. And what do? We scream and give out. Mother's milk. Hey, Daddy, clean up my nappy. It's the least you could do, responsibility for spraying all that baby gravy. Then after all the vomit, shit and drool, we head to school. Looking for answers to questions, solutions to everything from God to evolution. And then our parents. Information and education is what they're craving for, so we can get our leaving cert and get the fuck out the door. And then we hit college. A 4-year blackout! Look fast, smoking hash, trying to make every single session last. 4 years where alcohol was the teeth, but very, 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 very little sexual relief. And then we graduate, then we get a shit job, save everything, and then emigrate. Then the almighty global quest for the crown. So we backpack to the other side of this spinning ball, to an Irish bar where we dance around to the hills of Donegal. But after your quest takes you away from Australia, and suddenly you find yourself smoking crystal meth with a plethora of hookers, disease-ridden hookers in Jakarta. Sometimes the balance of crack is hard to procure. Sure, it depends on what you're looking for, and it's difficult. It's a tough one. And when enough is enough, when all the money is gone, and your curiosity in life is dead, and the last semblance of dignity hangs from a proverbial tread, home you head. The now all you're looking for is a hug, a full fridge and honey and hot running water. Ireland, a place that celebrates mediocrity. Bent politicians and bankers and Ryan Tubridy. Ireland.
So that was a poem by Philip Doherty, and the music was by Kevin Kelleher.
Yeah,
Paul,
great.
what do you think?
It was great, as usual, but Philip, as he's known, it was controversial, it was thought-provoking, it was funny, it was sad, it was true.
Yeah.
That's...
This is a little bit of an insight to what guys do.
Well, some of it, you know. Some of it I wouldn't be familiar with.
Really?
But
the realist Philip Doherty.
That's what Philip is.
Yeah.
You know, he is... He says it like it is, and that's what it is.
Yeah, there's one thing.
If it offends you, it's too bad. That's what's out there, and that's what's going on. And that's,
it's good.
It's great. It's great.
It's good. It's
and
good for us
we have to congratulate him as well.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we
Phil.
do. Very proud of you, Mr. Philip Doherty. Yeah, very proud.
Again, proving that point that Cavan is the centre of the world at the moment.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
Music, art, everything.
And there's 3 Cavan people won that award, isn't it? 3 Cavan people won the PJ O'Connor. So what we're talking about is Philip Doherty won the PJ O'Connor Playwright of the Year award, RTE Radio Playwright of the Year award this year, which is the second time. He was the youngest person to win it as well in 2006. So congratulations, Philip, and the best of luck with that. And so we're actually going to finish up now, and we're finishing up with Philip's play, The Angel of the Odd. That was the end piece on the night. It's only a real snippet.
And again, this is only highlights we're showing tonight, just to give it a review. And
actually, just to let people know as well, The Angel of the Odd, it's a part of a 3-part series, so it's going to be on in not August, but midsummer, and then it'll be on again in autumn as well. So it's an experimental piece, and hopefully they're going to do a really good show.
Brilliant.
It was a sold-out show. So join us next week on Fashion and Lifestyle. I'm Siobhan Harton, and I'll leave you with The Angel of the Odd.
And the headline read, "It's all fun and games until someone swallows a dart." I was pulled deeper into the story. The avenues of death are usually sometimes strange and curious. People were playing the game Puff the Dart, and one man swallowed the dart, it entered his lungs, and he died. And they actually expect me to believe this. Some gobshite swallowing a dart. That's a new low, making up stuff about how people die. They expect me to swallow a story about some guy swallowing a dart. There's more chance of me swallowing a dart than to swallow a story about somebody swallowing a dart. This fucking rat. I refuse to believe anything out of this anymore. Absolute bullshit.
Where easy to be for things like that to do?
Hello?